Hello my friends, it's Cece, and today I wanted to try another candle review for you. Another, well, we'll say it out loud, one of my favorites. I would say that Boardwalk, Summer Boardwalk, might be my absolute favorite candle ever. And this one, if you can see right down there, is Sea Salt and Maple Popcorn, which many have compared to Summer Boardwalk. The scent description on this candle is sea salted butterscotch, vanilla bourbon, and amber maple syrup. What about the salt and the popcorn, Bath&Bodyworks? I just don't know. But if you can see on this one, the label is just a beautiful fall scene. And the lid is that not houndstooth, kind of a chevron crocheted type pattern. Really absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sorry for the moving of my camera here, but again, it's my iPad. The scent appeal to me on this is an absolute 10. And I said it, on the Cider Lane candle, if it was on a 1 to 10 and I can pick 100, this again would be 100 to me. I love scents that contain butterscotch, maple, caramel. Caramel is probably my absolute favorite. And I love them. I love that scent. A taste. I love that taste. So absolutely. And this is probably the third time I've burned this candle. We'll take a peek at it. It's pulling out absolutely beautifully. There's a little bit of wick floating in that pool of wax, but it's just beautiful from edge to edge. And the wicks look pretty good here to me too. There's the full one right next to it, and the one in my candle holder from Bath&Bodyworks that I sprayed rose gold. It was gold. So this candle fills my open concept area even better than Cider Lane. So if I were giving that a 7 or 8, probably I think I said an 8, I would give this a 9.5 if Summer Boardwalk were a 10, which is the one that I know. Definitely fills the room and makes me happy. Absolutely happy. If you are going to give me a butterscotch or a caramel coffee or maple something, maple cream donut, or maple cinnamon donut, I am right there for you. I will eat it up and maybe ask for more. So, again, I've never done these videos, and I've only been watching them for a couple months. I watch Candle Connoisseur, Bryn, Hearth and Soul, Tina Devilicious. There's another girl, I think there's something, her Instagram is Life with Elle, but her YouTube channel is a little bit different than that. And I follow a bunch of people on Instagram. My Instagram, just so you know, is the same as my channel, CC_cook69, which, yes, makes me 48 years old. But yeah, that's my Instagram. I'd love if you'd follow me because I just got 300 300 followers today. So my Instagram is CC_cook69, and that's my YouTube channel as well. Please subscribe to it. I'd love to have you here. But back to the scent description. I just love this. The appeal to me, is a 10. If I could, as with Cider Lane, this is definitely one of my top favorites, even though I'm getting into them a little bit more and, would pick 100 if you gave me a chance from 1 to 10. The packaging is just gorgeous. It has a beautiful fall scene, which I love to see. It has a little description next to it, which I can read to you. The lid is absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of a soft bronzy gold. And it says, enjoy the sweetness of the new season with a new classic twist. On a classic harvest time treat. Sea salt crystals, freshly popped popcorn, and rich maple syrup bring fall moments to mind. And then the bottom of the label, scent description, right there, says sea salted butterscotch, vanilla bourbon, amber maple syrup. And I really like, I love those lids. And I love, the look of the label. I think it's gorgeous. It is burning very nicely. We'll look at that pool right there. And that's just been lit about an hour, I would say. Okay. Yeah. So it's, and this is about my third burn-in. This is the second one this fall season that I've burnt. I've used the other one completely, which is what I do with my candles, by the way. You rarely will see me pull out one from last year. And if it is the case, it's because the season ended and I had, it's time to change over to Christmas and I had half of one left or whatever. And then, I'll put it away for next year. And I used to do that probably more than I will now. And I'm glad I did, because I think I said this in my first review, that I did that with caramel pumpkin swirl, and I burned that at the beginning of the season, and it was amazing, 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 amazing. And then I had 5 of that scent from this year, and first of all, I returned them because 2 of them went about halfway and then extinguished themselves. But I also couldn't smell them, which was completely disappointing to me, and totally not the case of sea salt and maple popcorn. So again, one of my favorite scents, very much like Summer Boardwalk without the apple scent. And to me, I would say it might have a little bit of apple to it. A little bit. Not as much as Summer Boardwalk, but a beautiful crispness to it, I feel. And I smell the popcorn a little less than Summer Boardwalk as well. But I would say they're definitely maybe sisters or cousins. Not exactly the same, but still, it's in one of my favorites. So I would say my top 3 favorites, and we'll see if I change this later, but Summer Boardwalk, Cider Lane, and Sea Salt and Maple Popcorn. I just purchased 5 blueberry sugar though, and I've always loved watermelon lemonade, and some peach scents. Those kind of change a little bit. Peach Bellini is beautiful to me. And I have like 50 candles now. I have 50 candles, you guys. So, like I said, if you'd like to see some reviews, I'd be happy to do them. It's just I'm not going to review Christmas candles in September, October. I will review them at Christmas time for you. I want to use my candles as kind of as I please. Obviously I'm not making money from YouTube, so I would like to use them as I and my family please, and not just for review purposes. But I would love to share them with you, and I hope I'm doing a pretty good job at it. If you can hear my dogs, they are outside and they're ready to come in, and I'm really sorry about that. Someone did ask me a question about my dog, or if I had animals, and I do. I have a 14-year-old Shih Tzu. She's black and white, and my baby. She is partially blind and partially deaf, and is suffering greatly from fall allergies now, and has trouble taking her medicine. And I have a 5-year-old Japanese Spitz, beautiful white, lovely 30-pound dog, maybe 35 now. We've had her 2 years. And my 14-year-old we've had for 5 years. And I have a 1.5-year-old Schweenie, which is a Shih Tzu and Wiener dog mixed. So Schweenie. And he looks mostly like a Shih Tzu too, to be honest. And I think acts like Shih Tzu as opposed to Wiener Dog. And he is tan and white. So I have black and white, all white, and tan and white. We've covered the spectrum. And we adopted him at 4 months old. So all of our dogs have been adopted because someone was getting rid of them. The 14-year-old because her family moved to Saudi Arabia, I guess. And then I heard there was actually another dog that was around her age that went with him. And she is the absolute sweetest, best dog ever. A little sassy, but really perfect dog. And I just can't believe someone would have gotten rid of her or chosen another dog over her. So, and the Japanese Spitz was someone that I had went to high school with through Facebook. And he had some health problems, and he needed to find a home for his dog because his kids had moved out. And then the little one, someone who does dog rescues, also someone from high school, was looking for a home for, I think a friend owned it, and a puppy was too much for their family. I think they had young kids. And he was a little bit of a handful at first, but I mean, just amazing now. So that's a little bit about my dogs and sea salt and maple popcorn, which is a scent that is just gorgeous. I just want to make sure I've covered all the points here with that one, because I went I went off on a tangent, but I think I did. I filmed this twice because the dogs were really barking. So I hope you enjoyed my review, and leave me any questions down below or any recommendations for other candles. Thanks, guys. Looking forward to Candle Day. I don't know how many I'll get, but if they're $8.50, $9 with coupons, who knows? Thanks, you guys. Please comment below and subscribe.